So a lot of what I'm doing is I'm checking in the rear view mirrors. Oh, I missed that, stopping. I missed it, I'm probably too late.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just wondering why you're holding your phone. I can see the screen's lit up.
Because I'm lost.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to hold it, you know that, right?
Yeah.
French?
But you,
That's
you don't drive there, it's more secure for you.
That's true, it's because I'm trying to catch people and report them on their phones, like you.
Because I'm lost.
Yeah, but you still can't use it. It's still 6 points if they prosecute you.
That's why I was stopped and I was not going.
I'm still going to report it to the police, you know that.
So you know I was putting it here and I was about to go, you saw?
I saw you holding it on your leg, lit up.
No, I was just like putting the phone here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, no problem, but you were not. You were holding it in your hand and you were holding it on your leg.
I was not.
You can tell that to the magistrate.
I was not.
After you, sir.
No,
Good morning.
Be a bicycle lane, really.
Not really, no. You should check your highway code. That's not what the highway code says. The highway code says I can be in either.
Okay, I don't discuss that.
No problem. After you.
I was not driving.
Unfortunately, you were under the law. I was slow in catching that one. And for whatever reason, I couldn't see so well into his rear view mirror. That looked awfully like a small phone against his ear. I don't know if I pushed the button for that, I think it's an Audi e-tron that we were talking to. So one of the things I don't get is why all these drivers go onto the crossing. You'd sort of think that taxi drivers wouldn't stop on a crossing. You can't hold it, my friend. So, FX68NBB.
You get enough on that one, you do?
Sorry?
You get enough on that one?
Yes, on both of those, I think. So, interestingly enough,
Yeah.
I suspect,
Guy in a BMW i3.
yeah, an older gentleman.
Yeah.
He didn't look English to me, and the reason I say that is just because of his fashion.
Yeah.
I don't know, there was something different that I had a feeling he might have been from the continent.
So that was a
Here's
row
one
of-
talking, look at this.
Yeah, get him, yeah.
I might be able to, I might not. Good morning.
Good morning.
I could see you holding and using your phone. I see that the screen is still lit up.
Good morning.
So unfortunately for you, I'm going to be reporting that to the police.
I wasn't talking on the phone.
But it's lit up and you were holding it, so you were using it.
Brace now, okay? Just chill out. It's an awful rest of the day.
You got to do better. You mustn't be holding and driving on the phone.
You're right, but he's had a shit day.
Okay, but that's still no excuse. If you drive into someone and kill them, they'll have a permanently shit day.
Absolutely right.
Anyway, carry on. AX68OND. He was definitely talking and holding it to his mouth.
So you're gonna
Absolutely.
So that was, I mean, in about 20 cars, 3 of them.
Straight away, yeah. Sometimes it's more, you know. Although I will say, I think since 2019, when I first remember doing more drivers along here,
Yeah.
it's gone down quite a lot.
Has it?
Yeah.
Having done that, tell me how you feel.
Yeah, this last one made me feel a bit stronger.
Yeah, you looked a bit angry.
Maybe because he's in such a heavy car
Yeah.
and driving, and then he's trying to excuse it. I've had a bad day. That's
Yeah.
not a reason to be on the phone,
Yeah.
you know. And clearly he strikes me as someone who'd be doing that all the time. Anyway,
So will you report those 3?
all 3.
All
Yeah,
three.
assuming I have good enough evidence. There's always possibility that the camera did
So
something.
you'll look at those later and see
Yeah,
what they're like. Yeah.
And some of them, the ones you think you can report,
Yeah.
on reflection, looking at the footage, you realise it's not reportable.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
vice versa.
But that one would probably be a good one, yeah?
Yes. Very much so.
What did his wife say? I can't remember what she said.
Something about he's had a very bad day
Yeah.
and calm down. I didn't think I was lacking calm.
No, you didn't, but
I was still polite.
you seem slightly cross. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you can see that because most people don't get to see that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was interesting to see.
So most people don't see that from the videos, and I feel the same that other people feel,
Yeah.
but I almost never end up screaming and swearing at drivers.
No, no, no.
So
No, you certainly didn't do that. Whereas I felt, it was the confrontation. I felt slightly kind of.
it was a bit more confrontation, yes,
yeah,
confrontational that one.
I felt awkward about it. I'm not going to lie. You know?
But yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything mean to him.
No.
I was polite as I always am. I just wanted him to know so that he'd stop using the phone and feel the worry.
Yeah.
Because if by doing that I stop hopefully his remaining danger of phone driving, and hopefully he won't do it for today. Although I suspect a lot of drivers in this situation would just carry on using their phone.
Do you think?
That's my suspicion.
But, I mean, he's going to get 6 points, isn't he?
Assuming the police prosecute.
And why would they not?
Well, like I said, at this point, it's not happened. There's not been an actual allegation.
Yeah.
So maybe something went wrong with the footage.
Yeah, yeah.
It
sure.
occasionally, it's not. It's very rare, but it does happen.
But it's, I mean, you know,
Maybe
it's highly likely he will.
It's
get,
fairly likely, yes.
get-
I accept that.
Should we go and have a coffee next?
Okay. Let's. We just head down there. There's quite a nice coffee shop at the Serpentine. If that's what does it for you. Are you a coffee aficionado?
Not really, but I'm very. You know, let's go to.
They do tea as well. I used to drink tea, and then my ex-wife got me into coffee. Now I'm almost slightly a coffee wanker.
You're a coffee wanker.
How can I not say something like that? I'm laughing at myself by. Some of them.
There's definitely such thing as a coffee wanker. We have coffee wankers at work who they just.
I do approve.
Such a performance, you know. They're making coffee.
I approve if. Oh, you're back.
Can I have a word?
Yes, of course you can.
My word. Okay, so the irony of this is only about 4 days ago, I believe, I googled you.
Did you really?
The irony.
And you still used your
No,
phone in
no.
the very area that I'm.
No, unfortunately, anyway, I understand that you see one thing and interpret it in a certain way. I was in fact dictating a message because I was not using my phone. But I understand you may
It's
not
still using it under the law.
Am I not allowed to dictate?
Not certainly not holding it. If it was hands-free. I'm sorry, I don't hate you.
No, I know.
I know you're just a
probably
human
doing
the
it for
same
a-
as me, and you may
you're
well
probably-
be a better human than me.
No, you're probably doing it for a very good reason. And I saw something only a couple of weeks ago where a social media thing where a girl who lost her legs was talking to a group of people and asking,
Wow.
would you use your phone? And the answer was always, sure, you know, I can get away with it and stuff like this, but only when they heard the actual impact that it had on her life did they actually. Anyway, I'm not here to go into that, but what
No.
I am here to say is that that's a work car, and I'm going to lose, if I lose my license, I lose my job. So I'd be very gracious, very grateful.
Okay, I understand.
For any form of, I am 100% with you. The problem, and I'll be completely frank with you, even if you're recording now, that in order to dictate this message, I was fully engaged in driving. I was looking at the road. I was not looking at my phone. I understand that the
Sure.
screen was on. So any sort of grace you can give me on that in that respect, I'd be most grateful.
Can I just put my hand up
Please.
here? My name's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
I work for The Guardian. I'm
Hi.
a journalist. I'm writing an
Yeah.
article about him.
Yeah, 80% conviction rate.
Yeah, I don't know if that's quite. It's something around that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
so
But my piece is about whether what he does is kind of
It is.
the right thing or not.
is.
So what do you think? I mean, you know, is
No, I
he a
look.
a snitch
Look,
or is he
the guy that came to me a couple of days ago was fuming because you had words with him.
Okay.
He didn't come to me. He texted me and said, he works in the same business I do,
Right.
which is private households. So we drive people for a living.
Yeah. I have a
And-
colleague. I work for a wealthy family. My colleague is full time for the family.
Yeah. You're Denmark?
No, so I'm Dutch, but I was born in Zimbabwe, which is why I sound
Right.
like a South African.
Well, I recognise that straight
Yeah.
away, but I just obviously the coincidence of this only 2-3. I agree, okay, in what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing. I think that the difficult look, the law's the law at the end of the day. It's very black and white. Don't hold your phone. It's as simple as that. But you know how there's custom and practice in every respect of life. And although this is potentially life-threatening, I don't know what your motives are. I don't know whether you've got a...
That's what I'm finding out from him today.
Right. I don't know whether you've...
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to tell you. So
suffered a loss in the past.
So there's a whole bunch of things. Yeah, read his piece. But the first one is the trouble that cyclists get in the UK from English drivers.
Well, there's no doubt.
No, this and you know, I'm trying to make a difference. I'm trying to change stuff. The second one is crossing the road with my kids and my boss's son who has Down syndrome, and he can't walk fast and he can't concentrate. So I notice every time I'm crossing through here, I notice how much extra effort I have to spend, and I got to be a bit more professional about the risk assessment for him, even though he's like my third son, you know. Then there was a school friend who I saw hit by a taxi on the wrong side of the road. I remember in the junior school her body going over the top.
And someone was using the car.
They weren't on the phone. No, this was in the 80s.
I don't consent to any kind of public.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It's okay, but it doesn't make any difference because it is public and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, then the last one is when I was 19.
Are you going to tell me? Otherwise, I'll walk away now. It's as simple as that. If you're
I can't. I'm not promising whether I put any of this online or not.
Really?
So the last one is that when I was 19.
Gentlemen,
What do you think of that?
well, I think I've come here to you in confidence to have a chat. You've asked me a question, and I think that's pretty wrong because I'm not giving you any legitimate sort of. My word is not gospel, you know.
No, mine isn't either.
I don't preach to anybody, and I think that you could be putting my job in a lot more in jeopardy for me if you did. So.
Although I would correct that and say that the only person who is putting your job in jeopardy by using the phone is you. It's not me who's doing that. I'm not even in the top 10 of reporters in London. You're aware of that.
Listen, if my phone fell off the dashboard, yeah.
And then you picked it up.
Yeah.
That's been an excuse some people have tried in court.
Okay, look, I've had enough of this conversation.
Okay, no problem.
Frankly, it's not goodwill, so thank you for your time.
I think he's starting to realise that it's coming home. What is the stages of accepting something that's stressful? Starts with denial, anger. He's going through that now, and I felt some pain talking to him. You know, my heart is crimping a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, he realizes it's serious now because he's made the effort to go and park his car.
Yeah.
And to come and find us.
And he might lose his job.
He might do.
That, but,
no.
You know.
He may. I don't know if he's already got points. I forgot to ask him. Is he actually talking on the phone? Oh,
you don't know. I mean,
no. Well, if it's that obvious. Whoops. If it's that obvious. Well, it may not have been, and it's gone now, whatever it was. Sometimes it's very hard to tell because people will drive like this.
Oh, so he wasn't even on the phone?
Well, he could have put it away. I thought too that there was one. Are you ladies all right?
Yeah, we're just trying to find a bench for my mom.
Oh, it's an easier bit to cycle on?
No, a bench. She's having some trouble with her knee.
Oh, I see. So the closest bench here is just through this gate and about 50 meters.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
You just walk in there and there's a bench to sit. My sympathies, I have a dodgy ankle. And some days it doesn't go very well. Okay, we're just going to come past.